Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, 2K just dropped brand new MT buyable cards in the pack market. We're going to be talking about whether or not they are worth picking up in today's video. Before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 30,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, tons of consistent daily MyTEAM content. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. And without further ado, let's hop right into it. Let's discuss today's special offers. So the offers that came out today are Dark Matter Brandon Roy and Galaxy Opal Miles Turner for 199,000 MT and 99,000 MT respectively, which are not the worst MT special offers they've done so far, but I wouldn't say they're the best either. Obviously, everything else in here is not worth opening. I didn't even make a video on the 100 overall or Dark Matter packs that came out yesterday in the promo packs, but again, as always, don't open those. The only thing you should even be considering out of these is these two players, and I honestly don't think for the most part that these two players help that many lineups that much. Like, for example, Miles Turner at the power forward position. He is at a position where we just got two good free cards this week with DeMarcus Cousins and Kevin Garnett, not to mention multiple good buyable cards, multiple other opportunities to add gambling cards for free at the power forward position. I feel like there's a variety of options that you can use that at this point are better than Galaxy Opal Miles Turner, and I think your 100,000 MT is better served saving for more new content than it is spending on old content like Miles Turner. And honestly, the same is kind of true for Brandon Roy. I just feel like we're getting to the point where if you are actually grinding the game consistently and still keeping up with most of these free reward cards and stuff like that, or at least the good ones, you're still, like, if you got Glenn Rice last season and then Reggie Lewis this season, why do you need this Brandon Roy? There's absolutely no need for him. Not to mention the possibility of getting a free gambling card like a Kawhi or a Paul George that have been available the last couple weeks. Dr. J is available or guaranteed as well from the level 37 Pro Pass pack. Not to mention lots of other cards that you could have gotten from locking in, pulling with MT, all that type of stuff. Again, there are so many options that you could have either gotten for free or just by getting lucky at the shooting guard position at this point, that a guy like Brandon Roy, who's a fine card, is not a game-changing option by any means, I think. So again, it's kind of the same type of story as many of these weeks, where it really is, if you're a big fan of one of these players for whatever reason, whether that means you're a Blazers fan in your late 20s and you grew up watching Brandon Roy, if that's you, go get this card. He's going to be fun to use. He's your guy, right? Same thing with if you're a Pacers fan right now. Miles Turner's probably your guy. You want to go get that card. I get it. But for the vast majority of the community, I think most people probably aren't going to be that excited about these cards. And I think that's totally fine. Like, I realistically have a hard time getting excited about this type of stuff when cards still are not available in the player market, and then they continue to do stuff like this, price gouging in the player market and things of that nature. And I don't know. It's just, I don't know. There's so many problems that something like this is just, it's not bad. It's just not good. It's kind of here. So if you are a Brandon Roy fan, Miles Turner fan, and you want to add these cards to your collection, go for it. Go ahead and get them. Otherwise, for the rest of us, save your MT. And I mean, I don't have the MT anyway right now to buy any of these players, but at the end of the day, it kind of is what it is. I don't play the game. You're not going to really make MT without playing the game, and I've really barely played this game the entire season, considering I'm only level 5. But hey, at the end of the day, man, it is what it is, and this is kind of the MyTEAM that we have now. So we gotta keep our eyes out and hope for good stuff, and then stuff like this, it's just, for the most part, it just doesn't even apply, I think, for the majority of the community. I don't think I think the majority of people are going to load up their game today or watch this video or whatever, they're just going to be like, cool, whatever, and move on. Like, I don't think people care about this type of stuff. And it's interesting to see the lack. Honestly, the most interesting thing to me recently has been the total, like, almost apathy that I think people treat MyTEAM with at this point, where it's just like, wow, well, this mode just sucks, and it just kind of is what it is. And people are, I think it's nice to see kind of people finally accepting that. I'm just worried that we're still going to, we're going to get Bull here, or Manute Bull here in the next couple weeks, right? And Taco Fall and guys like that, they're probably going to start dropping more and more of those insanely glitchy, super tall guys who aren't exactly NBA stars or NBA legends or anything, but are MyTEAM legends. And I don't know, there's a lot of apathy with this game right now, which I think is a pretty fair emotion to feel towards MyTEAM, and just kind of just exasperation. Maybe not even anger anymore. It's just kind of faded into exasperation, just been like, well, that's sad what happened to the mode that I used to enjoy. And I think that's the case a lot for, honestly, for a lot of people who have stopped playing the game, and I totally understand that, because that's kind of where I am, even as a content creator for the game. I'm at a place where it's just like, as long as this is the way the game is, it's hard for me to continue to find any enjoyment in it, which in all honesty is why I just barely play it at all at this point. I play for videos, and that's literally it, you know what I mean? So I don't know. I just think with apathy, there's like, as long as that apathy is combined with not spending money and not getting sucked in by the stuff that is going to, the bright, shiny objects that are going to appear and are going to be interesting. I mean, I saw a comment a couple days ago from one of my guys who said he spent 150 bucks on one of these 100 overall and 99 overall Dark Matter packs and didn't pull anything good. And he was like really frustrated at himself. And I'm like, my thought process is, the best time to stop spending money and stop supporting this was months ago, but the second best time to do so is now. You know what I mean? So like, you can't really change what's in the past, right? But you can change what you do and the decisions you make in the future. And so I think as a community, it's up to us to make those choices and make those decisions to hopefully eventually bring about change. And I understand that the decisions of me, one individual person, even somebody who does have a little bit of a platform, I don't think my decisions are by myself going to influence any sort of dramatic change or anything like that. But I will continue to encourage y'all to not spend any money, not get sucked in, and not support this. And honestly, if you don't feel like you can play this game without spending your money because you want the best of the best cards all the time, and you don't feel like you can enjoy it if you don't have the best team and you don't get those best cards, then find another game to play, because there are a lot of good games to play. And here's the thing, NCAA is coming out in a month and a week, man. I mean, like, that game is going to be out before you know it. We're getting there at this point. So, and that game looks awesome. You know what I mean? And then Madden's going to be coming after that, and then we'll have a new 2K. But at this point, it's like, I don't know. I'm at the point where even if you are a sports game guy, just wait for NCAA. Please don't put your money into this game. That's at the end of the day, that's really all I'm trying to say. Just don't spend your money on this game. Don't support this type of stuff. And if you want Brandon Roy or Miles Turner, man, you got the MT in your account, hey, go for it. At the end of the day, that is totally fine. Got no issues with that whatsoever. I'm just out here sharing my opinion at the end of the day and trying to encourage people. I know I just said end of the day like 4 times, but trying to encourage people to make better decisions, and hopefully decisions that will have a more positive long-term effect. But I don't want to say at the end of the day for the 5th time, but it's just a video game. You know what I mean? So if you're not enjoying it, take a break. If you are enjoying it, that's fine. Just try to find ways to enjoy it without spending money. Hope y'all did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I appreciate y'all listening to my rambling, and I appreciate the opportunity that I have to have a platform because of this game, because of all y'all who do watch my videos. So hope y'all have a great rest of your day. If you did, and if you did enjoy the video, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.